So, Luke, a big moment when Ailish woke up after transplant and you actually got to go in and see her. What was that like?
It's something I'll never forget. I remember exactly where I was when I got the news that the surgery had gone well. And it was standing next to a bin outside St. Vincent's Hospital eating a kebab because I hadn't eaten in about 16 hours.
Most
And it
memorable
dropped that.
kebab of your life.
Yeah, I dropped it straight in the bin and ran in to be with everyone else. And a few hours later, when I went in to see her in the ICU, I remember obviously there's a lot of wires and tubes and things going there, but I was just so happy to see her. It's never easy seeing someone in an ICU because of just the environment, but I think it was definitely the happiest I've ever been in an ICU was to see that she'd come out the other side, and but then also knowing it's the start of another journey. And the thing that was said to us so often about the transplant is it's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
Yeah.
So just realizing, okay, she's gotten through the first leg, but there's more work that we need to do after that.
And just on that ICU, being quite confronting, which it is from anyone's perspective. You've got all sorts of machines and post-transplant, there's wires and breathing tubes and everything going everywhere. So yeah, how would you sort of best describe that for someone else who's going to go through it? Like how to try and react in that moment to steady yourself?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I'd had a bit of experience in the ICU because Ailish had cystic fibrosis, so it wasn't our first trip there by any means at all. I think my biggest piece of advice would be to trust in the health, the doctors and the nurses there, because they are incredible. And if you have any questions, they can help you out with it. But I mean, the way we saw it in the ICU was basically just it was like a cord or a tube coming out every single day, and it's a slow journey, and can feel like a real grind, and it is a real grind. But yes, staying positive when we're in there, trying not to be overawed and scared by everything that was going on, and staying calm, giving myself a bit of time if I needed it, and making sure that I wasn't going in there and staying just there for 8 hours, not moving by our side. We had a bit of a rotational system, and that allowed me to look after myself. I think there's a real risk of burnout in that situation. So just making sure I was looking after myself so that I could be there when she needed it.